Welcome! This is Stephen speaking, and I will show you how I play through the tutorial of Asheron 2. Asheron 2 is a game that I've played long before World of Warcraft and other MMOs. The game went offline in 2005 as it couldn't get enough subscribers to keep the server running. Recently, Turbine has released a beta server with Asheron 2 to the subscribing Asheron 1 community. I've resubscribed to Asheron 1 just to be able to play Asheron 2 and will play through the game with the help of you. I will do this by writing a blog post with a video of gameplay I played through, and I will ask the question for certain choices I have to make, and then you can vote for which choice I should take. So this is the character screen. There's absolutely no character yet, so I'll have to create one. The music might be a bit loud, so watch out. And we're gonna create a character. So you see all the different races. There's the humans, I'm not sure what they're called. Maybe here's humans. Yeah. Legions, Timoroks, and Empyreans, and there's even Drudges nowadays. Let's make Logan, and Logan is a human male. Character creation. Yeah, the character creation doesn't look so cool anymore. Like the new ones, new games are probably better than that one. But for its time, it was pretty cool. You could change the hairstyles, beards or not beards, the hair color, and you could change faces. You could even change the body and the clothing. Or you could use the randomize button to randomize it. It's very crazy things. But I'm trying to create my character Logan, which I use in all my role-playing games. And that was a haircut. Some very weird faces. No, the body and the clothing. And there we have Clown Logan. And so you have to give him a name, which will be Logan. And that of course is taken, so I have to create a different name, Logan maybe. I use it a lot in Lord of the Rings. And we enter the portal. And we enter the shelters, and that's the tutorial place before you enter the world. Yeah. And this is the game. And there's the map. And another map. Knorr I've never been. Ostef I know. And Lindvak I know. And Omission, yep. The examine window is for examination of objects, items, characters, NPCs in the world. This is the options screen. I'm quickly going through it so I have the best settings for gameplay. For example, combat and locking of the taskbar and multiple taskbars on one screen so I can quickly select all the skills. Also the graphics options, and here I switch my graphics in such a way that it is better for YouTube as well.
Quest received.
I received the quest. These sounds from quest received and quest completed. I've actually been using them on the website as well as all the music on the background. The current interface makes it very difficult to compare two items. Like normally now in new games, you'll find the option to compare by seeing the other item you have on together with the item you're mouse overing on. That's not possible in Asheron's Call 2. You'll just have to remember or write down and click the two items all the time. The fun thing of Asheron's Call 2 and the music in the background is that it's dynamically generated. It uses a lot of samples and they are put together. I believe even that they're sent by the server, so the server decides what music and which files or which collections are being used to generate music.
Quest advanced.
I think the graphics look good for, if you think of the time, which was somewhere in 2000? 2002 I think. It was before World of Warcraft. Okay, I bug a bit in the graphics. And then there's these cool dungeons. And I think they're cooler because they're easier to walk. In other games you have a lot of trouble with objects on the ground and so on. And they're good lighted. I choose a weapon, I choose the staff because I'm a mage, or I want to be a mage. Actually in the beginning you can choose whatever you want. You have all options available. You can be using swords or a bow or a staff. You can become a mage or you can become a warrior. It's entirely up to you. There is no classes really. That starts by level 15 where you choose a specialization. Then you're getting locked into something. But I believe you can even untrain all that again, so it's a pretty open approach. These stones, they tell me what to do next. You will find these stones in the whole world actually, and they can give you some handy tips or perhaps even quests. As you see, the examine window opens for every stone, so I get all the text that is on the stone to read. Otherwise, if I have a quest, it will update in the quests log, which is very unique for this kind of games, I think.
Quest advanced.
See, I advanced my quest, so now I can continue. Yeah, and this shelters is actually the place that I've been growing up. I learned there now some basics for the world, such as battle. Here is a drudge to kill. Become more evading them. There's an auto attack mode, which you need to know which button to press. And otherwise there are skills.
Quest advanced.
I got an item and I got advanced. I played the tutorial in half an hour time, but I have edited the video so it will be better for your viewing pleasure. Let's just fight another one. It's the same item drops. In the looting window, you can actually items that you don't want to use anymore sell straight away. You'll get straight away your money for it back. Look at the mist here. It's very cool. The monsters are red here. I really need to level up. Oh yeah, and to advance this quest, I have to give her an item. And normally you would do this by clicking on a quest in quest person, right? And then you would just say, okay, advance this quest. But that doesn't work in this game. And I was like, huh? What do I do? And then I remembered. You can actually give items to an NPC by picking up your item from your inventory and giving it to the person. Here's the item, and you mouse over her, and you give it to her.
Quest advanced.
Yay. I got some rewards and they're all in my bags, I see. Some potions. Now I have to go on and I have to probably kill one more. Oh yeah, and I got some XP and a level. And the XP that you get from your level, you can use to train skills. And the higher your skill level, the more XP you need to level up the skill. Lots of trees. Lots of clicking. I wasn't quite sure what I was doing, so. So, flame bolt. Let's put it up in the bar. And now I can use it to throw fireballs, and they look very cool, I think. That's my auto attack, and there's a fireball. And you can loot it, and there is a cliff.
Quest advanced.
So now I have to go to the last room, and there is this portal, if I'm right. I remember this very well from the first time I played this game. And I can't enter it because I have to use the gem. That's right. I'm not allowed to give the gem, but I have to use the gem. In other words, I have to double click the gem, and then I have a target active, and I can target the portal. And there we go. I wasn't quite on the end yet. See the mist here?
Quest advanced.
There's this funny mist, I think it's particles, they're just moving aside because I'm walking there. Well, soon I can maybe leave this vault and this tutorial. I would like to see show you the world, what it really looks like. Oh yeah, some healing skill is also always handy. I can heal myself. Reminds me a bit of Guild Wars 2, you can also heal yourself. But this game does have the Trinity model, it does have healers, so it has a bit more structure that way. I believe I was a Chimorok healer before. So there is the last shard to get me out of this vault, the hiding place, and now we're gonna go to the world and retake it. Some storyline.
After long years of war came the Golden Age. For a century, the realm of Dareth was a beacon of peace. But nothing lasts forever. The forces of chaos returned without warning, bringing death and devastation. They shattered the land and drove the mortal races into exile. Now, 10 generations later, we are leaving the shelters at last. We come for knowledge, for glory, and for revenge. It is time to reclaim our world.
And here we are. It's night. See all those nice stars, and this is a Lifestone. It's a place where you will resurrect again when you die in the game. You will find them a lot in the game. You'll have to attune them to them. And then another teaching stone. Tells me where to go for the next quest, for example. You can do actually everything. Most quests are in cities. Some objects can give you a quest. Some monsters or some NPCs in the world. And in some cases even monsters drop a scroll which contains a quest. And most of the quests are also redoable by after a couple of hours or a day. The timers for redoing them, you can see them in your quest log. I put up there the allegiance window, which is basically the guild. I haven't got a guild yet, but I could join one, of course. Here's the Arwick Explorer of outside Arwick. And as you see, items can actually drop on the ground. Anyone can pick them up.
Quest completed. Received.
Completed and received. Annoying thing is that quests end up with all the text in your chat. If you have a lot of chat going and you don't see much of that chat. But of course there is the quest window, and then you can see a summary of what you're supposed to do or what you have been doing. This quest I have to travel all the well, what shall we call them, waypoints. It's a portal ring. These portal rings are around cities, so you will see all the outsides of the cities, and I have to click on some obelisks to advance my quest.
Quest advanced.
Look at the lush grass and those weird looking trees. That is amazing, really. I haven't seen that much fantasy in a lot of games, actually. I must say that also the textures in the ground look fantastic. It looks very nice together. It's like a cartoonic in a way. Although it has a bit of realism in it as well. It feels a bit like realistic, but it's not really. It's a really nice drawn.
Quest advanced.
For example, the texture of the grass is very good here, with the brown and green parts, but also the roads, of course. They're very smoothed out. There you see that with simple techniques you can actually build fantastic looking games. You don't need the most advanced graphic cards or... So, we go on. There's another limestone. Next time I should maybe go on one of those Arwick points to quest around. Ah, we're back again. I have to deliver my quest.
Quest
and I leveled up again.
Quest received.
Seems like I have to talk with someone in the city. In Asheron Skull 1, Arwick was a very big city, I believe. Now it looks more like in ruins. Let's have a look. I like the stars here. There are actually mountains in this game, but they're not available until you're level 15, so... We'll have to walk a lot and use the portal system. Ah, there is the city. Ah, I see also some other players now. Another portal ring. Or a portal to another place. There's a woman in the house. Strange houses. The problem with Asheron Skull 2 is that you can actually not enter much of the houses. Most of the houses are just blocks of concrete with a texture on it. Bit boring. Perhaps they will do something with that. But I think it's too complicated. They basically have to rewrite half of the game for that. Ah, hear that? You can actually make music in this game. Either with instruments that you can buy, or just by your mouth, like a beatbox. And if you do it with several people together, you get a jam session. There's like slash music 1, slash music 2, slash music 3. I'm not sure how many again, but they're all different. But the fun thing is that they make it in such a way that
Quest
all of
received.
the melodies always fit together on rhythm and pitch. So it always looks or sounds very funny, and you'll find this with a lot of players that doing this all the time. And here you have a crafting machine. I'm not quite sure how it works. I think you have to actually have the material and throw it, just like we did in the quest earlier today. Mouse it over towards it, and then you fire it up and fix it up, and then this will look like a nice looking thing, and it will give you a bonus in crafting. Well, that was it for today. I hope you liked it. I'll do another one quite soon, maybe in a week or so. Please vote on my blog, so you can make me a choice what I should do. I think I'll actually play a bit on myself and give you a choice on what I should specialize myself in at level 15 or something. But if you have any questions, then do not hesitate and post them as a comment on my blog. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.